What's up guys, Causeway Giant here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 2016 San Diego Comic Con exclusive Funko Pop vinyl of Thumbs Up BB-8. How's that for a title? Yeah, this is my second review on the channel. First one was the Darth Vader pop vinyl, and today I'm doing BB-8. This is my newest pop. I got this last week. It's my first ever San Diego Comic Con exclusive pop as well. But anyway, let's get into the review. So on the box here you can see it's got the Funko 2016 Summer Convention exclusive sticker as opposed to the 2016 San Diego Comic Con exclusive sticker. Even though this was a San Diego Comic Con exclusive, over here in Europe obviously we can't go to that. So instead some of the San Diego Comic Con pops are released to Forbidden Planet and they get the Summer Convention exclusive sticker, and that's really the only difference between this pop and the ones that you could have bought at San Diego. You can see BB-8 concept art here. Not really a lot is different apart from like the eyes and stuff. There's a little lighter thing there, 116. In the back of the box you can see Rey, Kylo Ren, Luke Skywalker, General Leia, Maz Kanata, General Hux, Snap Wexley, FN2199 or Traitor, Guavian, and ME809. On the top of the box here there's BB-8 again, and from the film Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now let's take him out of the box. Okay, so here's the figure out of the box. Like all the Star Wars pops, it comes with this figure stand. Thankfully it is removable because I don't like them. I think it gives them a height difference and it just doesn't look good on the shelf. But this particular figure stand is different to the normal Star Wars pops, if you just compare it here with the other one. Okay, so here is the BB-8 Force Awakens base compared to the normal Star Wars pop base. You can see that the Force Awakens ones here have these little ridges going down the side and the normal ones don't. I personally think this one looks way better, but I still wouldn't display it with it, because it just makes it look weird compared to the other pops. And then also obviously the BB-8 one has this big stumpy thing here, and the normal ones have these little pegs. But obviously BB-8's a football, so you need that little thing to display, otherwise it wouldn't work. But anyway, enough about the bases. Let's move on to the actual pop. So like all of the Star Wars pops, BB-8 is a bobblehead, but it doesn't really, you can't even really bubble him that much because his head's so tiny. But he still is a bobblehead. You can see under there's a spring. I personally don't like this, but it's the only way that we can get Star Wars pops. I'll explain why in the Darth Vader pop video. But it doesn't really matter too much for this one because I think it kind of works as a bobblehead. If his head was stuck to his body there, I don't think it would look as good really. I think it looks better and kind of his head raised up a little bit off the body, so I don't really mind it particularly on this one. But I personally think that this is a really, really great idea. When I saw the movie and BB-8 did the little thumbs up thing when Finn thanked him for revealing the base to Rey, I was just thinking, oh my goodness, that would make a really, really, really good pop. So when I heard that they were coming out with this, I was really happy, but then I figured out it was a San Diego Comic Con exclusive and I was like, oh, are you kidding me, Funko? But thankfully this was one of the few that managed to drift into Forbidden Planet, so I got this one and I am really happy I did. The overall sculpt work on this figure is really good. Let's just take a little closer look here at the ball. You can see all the little dials and stuff, and the little plating and stuff is sculpted really, really well. All the little plates and stuff, it's really, really good. But the paint work on this figure is not the best. This is where it kind of lets me down a little bit. You can see here there's a little bit of the orange bit here that hasn't actually been properly painted right at the top here. There's a little bit of bleeding there. Just along the ball there's another little bit of the paint that hasn't been properly filled in. It's just little details like that, but normally when you're in the store you can kind of look to, and also there's a little bit that hasn't been fully painted properly, but when you're in the store you can normally look and compare between the different pops to see which one has the best paint job. But I ordered this one online, and this is the disadvantage, is that you can't see, you can't compare it to the other ones. So sometimes you get lucky and sometimes like this one, it's not the best. But the actual little mechanism here for the little thumbs up bit is really, really, really well done. You can see like the little sculpting on it is really great. The paint on the the separation between the black and the grey is good, and between the blue as well. And I like the way they kind of used a little translucent material here as opposed to like a solid, because it kind of captures the flame. You know, it's really, really good. A little bit of paint bleeding there onto the actual ball bit. I like the little details here of the little dials and stuff. That's pretty cool. And then we'll move on to the head next. And again, the paintwork isn't the best. You can see all along this black line there is smudging right the whole way along. There's like little bits smudging onto the white bits there, some more there, which is really disappointing really. And there's a complete massive smear there, which is disappointing really, because you know, for Funko nowadays you'd kind of expect them to be getting the paintwork pretty well, but this one just isn't the best. There's a whole segment here of orange here that completely misses the sculpt. You know, it doesn't fill it in at all, nowhere near actually. There's a massive bleed there and there onto the white, and then on the photoreceptor, this is just ridiculous. There's actually a bit of paint peeling off right here. You see that little grey bit there? If I kind of just touch it a little bit, yeah. See the way it's like peeling off there. You kind of have to push it back in to make it look okay, which is just ridiculous really, that you know, a new figure like this has paint peeling off it. Like, you know, you'd think they'd have some kind of varnish or something to protect it on like that, because this was like that initially. You know, I didn't scratch it or anything. Like, I took it out of the box and I noticed it almost straight away. You know, it's that big of a thing really, which is annoying really, because I really was excited for this figure, and the sculpt is great. It's just the paint lets it down massively. Along here, you know, the paint is okay. It's not as bad as it is on other parts. On the other side though, it's completely missing the sculpting bit there. You know, you can see that there's silver there where there shouldn't be, and there's a big massive blank space up here where there should be paint, which is disappointing really. The big photoreceptor, you know, it's painted well, but you can't really mess up there. And then the smaller photoreceptor has got paint peeling off it, for goodness sake. So yeah, that's not good at all really. I was really excited for this pop vinyl. The sculpting of the figure is really great, but the paint lets it down massively for me. It's a bit disappointing really, but it is a cool idea. When I saw the movie, I did wish that they made a pop of it, and they did. So you know, it's okay. So I'm going to give this pop a 7 out of 10. Guys, if you enjoyed this review, then be sure to give the video a like. And remember, if you want to see more, then hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later. Bye!